Turn now to IT8. 5 years ago tonight, for the second night in a row, the streets of Indianapolis were taken over by protesters upset at the death of George Floyd. Some protesters turned to violence, vandalism, and looting. IT8's Cody Fisher looks back on that weekend in late May.
5 years ago, more than 100 people were arrested as downtown devolved into chaos over the span of several nights. Some of the most dramatic images of the riots were documented live on air by WISH TV news director Al Carl outside the Bank of Indianapolis.
This thing is just getting worse and worse. They're trying now to, it's the Bank of Indianapolis, and you can see, a guy with a baseball bat, after several attempts with other objects to break that. Now they're trying to get the ATM. They're trying to pull the ATM out of the wall. We're going to back up.
Dumpsters were set on fire in the middle of the street. A windup like a baseball pitcher broke a window of the Five Guys at the corner of Pennsylvania and Washington. IMPD broke up crowds with tear gas. Protesters used milk to treat their eyes. Following the riots, businesses patched broken windows. Things were not always violent that weekend. During the day, organized protesters peacefully marched downtown. But when the sun set, things turned violent. Ultimately, 2 people were murdered and more than 100 were arrested. In a report released nearly a year later, an independent review panel found, based on interviews with IMPD leadership, it seems little, if any, actual planning took place, in addition to the lack of a strategic plan, and that there were multiple communication issues that caused difficulties in responding in a coordinated fashion. In the years since, Mayor Joe Hogsett has faced questions about where he was the nights of the riots. He had this to say during our WISH TV mayoral debate in 2023.
I was working from my home. I was in constant contact with my representatives, with IMPD.
I reached out to the mayor's office for a comment on the anniversary of the riots, but his office has not responded. For IT8, I'm Cody Fisher for WISH TV and WishTV.com.